Good morning and welcome to Nature Watch. Nature Watch is sponsored by Waddell's Nursery, Floral, Garden, and Bird Center at the corner of 12th Street and Millam Road. And now your host of Nature Watch, it is Gary Miller.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness. It has to be Thanksgiving weekend because I'm sick. Okay? It just does. If you can tell.
So it's actually cloudy out there right now, but I left the house. The sun was coming up. You could see the sun. It was a red sunrise this morning, so we know what red morning means.
Red sky at morning, sailors take warning.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it was actually really pretty cool because it was just coming up. That red tint tinted all the trees red. So it was actually pretty neat to see. It looked like some fall color finally. And, by the time I made it to Schoolcraft, it was pretty well clouded over. Had to stop for a deer in the way, though.
Well, of course.
They're still out and about.
Oh, man.
And maybe try to move around a little bit before the weather comes in.
Our friends at Michigan Storm Chasers made their final call just a little bit ago as to this snow event that's coming in. And they have us pegged at 7 to 13 inches. And that line is roughly runs north of Muskegon over to Mount Pleasant, down just east of Lansing and Jackson.
Yes,
down to
they expanded it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know yesterday morning I was watching some of the forecasts, and Matt Kirkwood's highlighted that this may be the top 5 of snowstorms to hit, November snowstorms to hit Chicago.
I believe it.
So we'll see, because they're in the storm warning too.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look at the National Weather Service, that map is pretty big as far as an area with winter storm warning, and then the winter weather advisory around it.
Yeah. Hunker down today. Tomorrow, now the winter storm warning ends at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
But it all depends, of course, on the wind and what it does as to whether we keep going.
They have
a
little catch in there, too. Actually, later tomorrow, we may see more lake effect pop-ins. We may see some bands come in here and there.
I'm going to throw things at you. I really am.
I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. So,
well, no, I something I want to do tomorrow, and it's pretty much weather related. And if you're throwing more snow at me, it's not going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
So I was looking at some of the posts on Michigan Storm Chasers Facebook page, and somebody had posted a picture of their tractor with a snowblower in front, and they said, after 3 years of moving and building, I finally get to use the snowblower. So some people are looking very forward to all this snow.
Well, they can enjoy it then. There you go.
So, it's fun to see the snow come down this time of year. It sort of dresses things up, but it's just not fun driving in it or having to shovel a lot of it.
And we still need it.
And yes, we do. It's still dry. The drought monitor actually got a little worse this last week. Not much,
right?
But a little bit.
We didn't have a lot of moisture, really.
We have not, and because that soil is so dry down deep, so every bit of moisture we can get is fantastic. I'm still seeing lots of sandhill cranes around the area. I've been hunkered down a couple times with the snowfall, but I didn't see a whole lot in the way in this morning. But so they may be hunkered down. They may have moved south a little bit just to get away from the storm. Mm-hmm. They'll be back around.
Okay.
It's pretty neat Monday morning. It was really windy, and I actually saw some sandhill cranes flying. They were about 80, maybe 100 feet up in the air, and they were flapping their wings like they were trying to fly. And the wind was strong enough to look like they were hovering. So it was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
It was a group of about 6 or 8 of them. So I actually got a chance to get out. I know yesterday when I was going into Waddell's, saw some sandhill cranes in one of the fields, and with the snow backdrop, they stand out real well. So it's pretty neat pictures to see.
Yeah.
So we don't have it isn't. We might complain about the daylight getting short here now. Mm-hmm. Sun seems like it sets so early. We're not like in the the north coast of Alaska, though.
Well, you're going to talk about the town formerly known as Barrow. I already know this.
Yes. So actually, way up on into the Arctic Circle, and at Utqiagvik, so up Utqiagvik.
I prefer Barrow. It's easier.
I was going to tell you. I actually had to look up the pronunciation of it.
Good, because I have no clue.
330 miles north of the Arctic Circle. November 18th, the sunset. They will not see the sun again until January 23. 67 days.
Well, they're not going to go completely dark. You know, they still have
They'll get a little bit of light, but they don't see the sun.
Twilight, yeah, but
they don't see the sun.
Absolutely no sun.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
so they actually had the one of the Alaska pages actually had websites actually had some info on it. Shortest day of the year, and so like Juneau, and they were actually talking about the winter solstice, winter here, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. In Juneau, the winter solstice, sun rises at 8:45, sunset at 3:07. We get a little bit farther north with Anchorage, sun rises at 10:14, sunset at 3:42. And Fairbanks, sunrise at 10:50 a.m., sunset at 2:41. 3 hours and 42 minutes of sunshine. Yeah. Now, and then they have Utqiagvik. Yeah. Utqiagvik. Utqiagvik. Yeah.
You save that for a trivia question. Yeah. We'll want the pronunciation to be exact.
Say that fast 3 times. So they have sunrise January 23, sunset November 18th. It was funny on the chart. I had to highlight because actually, I think Scott Larson mentioned that the other day when I saw one of his forecasts. He was mentioning that the sun has set up there for a while. So actually, with that big daylight gain after the summer or winter solstice, and get that equinox heading to the spring equinox, the daylight increases as you head further north. On the spring equinox, Utqiagvik gains about 9 minutes of light per day.
Wow.
Fairbanks, 7 minutes. Anchorage, 6 minutes. Juneau, about 5 minutes. In other words, Anchorage experiences the equivalent of a daylight savings time change every 2 weeks.
Jeez, that's amazing.
So, yeah. But then they get in the summer and the long days, they have about 90 days that the sun does not set.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, let's get down to the 42nd latitude for a minute, if we could.
I just highlight so it isn't so bad here sometimes. So.
Our sunset now for today is at 5:11. It doesn't go much earlier than that. I think just memory serves. I'm not looking
sunrise
ahead.
gets a little bit later every day by a couple minutes, right. But we're getting almost to that shortest day of the year, and it's as far as sunlight.
I think 5:08, 5:07. I think is our earliest sunset that we're going to see. But 7:49 sunrise today. We still have to crack 8 o'clock, so we're still going to lose some daylight, but it's going to be more on the front end of the day than the back end.
About 3 weeks away.
Yeah. Isn't that just amazing?
Yeah, it's hard to believe we're already that point in the year.
Yeah, it's wow. That could be a trivia question down the road. Speaking of trivia questions,
we probably should do a trivia question
before I lose my voice. Let's do a trivia question. First correct caller 269-382-4280 will win a $20 gift card to Waddell's. And again, if you won within the last 30 days, let's let somebody else play.
Yeah, so I was reading some articles, and I happened to run across an article that caught my eye. And the article mentioned a certain species of bird that is the most sighted in Michigan. And I'm like, wow, that's hard to believe. And it makes sense. It's a bird that's quite common.
Okay.
So I had to do some digging on it. And so actually they had referenced the North American Breeding Bird Survey. And I'll talk about that a little bit while we're waiting people to call in.
Okay.
So according to the North American Breeding Bird Survey, what bird is most sighted in Michigan?
Well, there you go. 269.
And, so just looking for that one bird species, I will go through the list of about the top 5 or 6. But this bird historically has been the most cited when they do their counts for the breeding bird survey.
Are you going to do that list as we go along and just drop clues as to, this guy's not on it, this is not on it, this is not on it? 269-382-4280. First correct caller will win.
So the North American Breeding Bird Survey is a cooperative effort, this is maybe a little clue for you, between the USGS and Canadian Wildlife Service to monitor the status and trends of North American bird populations. And they have some pretty neat data on there. They go back to the 60s, I think 66.
Okay.
1966. So.
We may not need a clue.
We may not.
We may not. Good morning, WKZO. Who is this?
My name's Dave.
Dave, hey, good morning.
Good morning to you guys.
Yeah. Do you have any good cold remedies for me to start?
All I can say is maybe a little bit of garlic and honey.
Ooh, You're talking to a garlic fan right here. Yeah.
It's a little spicy and sweet.
Okay. All right. So, what's the question again?
Yeah, so
Gary?
according to the North American Breeding Bird Survey, what bird is most sighted in Michigan?
My guess is our state bird, the robin.
Oh, that's a fantastic guess. That's number 2 on the list.
Woo! Oh no.
That was number 2 on the list.
Okay, hey Dave, I'm going to hang up on you and you can call back, okay?
Sounds great,
Good guess,
guys.
though, Dave.
Good morning.
You too. 269-382-4280. I'm just going to hang up on you.
That was actually my first thought too when I read the article. I'm like, you're really sure that's going to be the most cited? And actually, I looked historically, it has been.
Okay, well, we have another contestant. Good morning, WKZO. Who is this?
Good morning. This is John.
John.
Hi,
Hey.
John. So, what kind of guess do you have?
My guess is the American goldfinch.
Oh, that's actually another popular one. That was like about number 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken. But
My.
yeah, so
Internet.
actually, when you hear the answer, you start thinking about it. Hey, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's got to be a sparrow.
You don't get 2 shots here.
Well, we'll give a hint, and it is not a sparrow.
See,
so there are
and
some sparrows that were up in that top 10 too. But
and he just went 0 for 2.
yeah,
You should make it a multiple choice question.
have to do a little more searching and give us a call again.
There you go. You
Good
see,
guess, though.
He's just trying to keep me busy this morning. That's all it is. Call. Try again. Yeah, he already hung up. I didn't have to. hang up on him.
Everybody's trying to get Jim to talk more this morning because he can't hardly talk. He's almost losing his voice. So
Well,
really make him work today.
Well, you see, here's why. If I lose my voice for the rest of the day, America will celebrate. Good morning, WKZO. Who is this?
Hello, this is Gay.
Hey, Gay.
Hey, Gay. How are you?
Hello.
Oh
I'm
my.
good.
So do you have a guess, Gay?
I do. I'm thinking we get more wrens at our feeders than anything else.
Oh, that's a good guess. That is not the correct answer. Wow, this is really
okay.
really good challenge here today.
Yeah.
And wrens were actually quite a ways down on the list on the American breeding bird or North American breeding bird survey.
Because they're all at our house.
Oh, there you go. All right, Gay.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, try again. 269-382-4280.
So it did take me a while to go through the look through all the lists, and I had to do a little bit of data mining out of their database to confirm that. And I was actually surprised with some of a couple of the birds that were in the top.
Yeah. I think we have a repeat. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, do me a favor and turn your radio down there, Dave.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't like hearing myself.
No doubt.
So Joshua, do you have a guess?
This is Dave again. I think.
Oh, is this Dave again?
This is Dave again, yeah. I
I
think.
managed to get through, and I'm guessing the blue jay.
Oh, that's another good guess. That was in the top 10, but that's not the correct one.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can find them in Toronto. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Try again, man. 269-382-4280. You're making me work.
Yes, I am. It's good for you. Exercise the voice and make sure it keeps working.
Exercise the voice. It's more like I'm going to lose the voice. And again, America will celebrate when that happens. Good morning, WKZL.
Did you get an answer yet?
No.
Not a correct answer.
Yeah. We've had lots of answers. Who is this?
This is Pam. Is it the black-capped chickadee?
Oh, that's another good guess. That was in the top 10, but that is not the correct answer.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks. 269-382-4280.
So I'm going to throw some hints out here.
This is how our show's going to go. We will get a winner about 8:59. That's how it's going to work.
So we already had the American robin. That was number 2. I will throw out some hints. European starling was number 3. The red-eyed vireo, which surprised me, was number 4. The American crow was number 5, and the mourning dove was number 6.
Oh, wow.
The number 1 bird, sometimes you'll see them in wet areas. Maybe a little hint there for folks. There, going.
Who is this on my phone?
This is Wendy.
Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Did you hear that hint he just gave?
I did, but my guess I had before he gives the hint.
Yeah,
Okay. What is your guess then?
My guess is a red-winged blackbird.
ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
Oh, well, how? Okay, how did you pull that up?
I just know a lot about birds.
Yeah, Yeah, actually, there's been several articles recently about that, and it surprised me that there was a red-winged blackbird, even though there's lots of them around. I just thought for sure like the robin or blue jays, maybe one of the sparrow species. Just really surprised me that the red-winged blackbird was the one that was most cited, and there's quite a few states that that's the case. So that was actually pretty interesting. You can actually go to the USGS, if you search on North American Breeding Bird Survey, it takes you to the USGS website, and you can actually pull up data specifically by region, and you get the whole list of you can do a time frame, so you can do back to 1966 to 2022 was the latest set of data that they had on there, and you can actually look at all the years and some of the changes. But red-winged blackbird has been up there at the top for quite a few years. And it makes sense because you see a lot of them all over, and most people see them, but it still was surprising to me. So,
wow,
we have a winner. See, it wasn't that bad, Jim.
Yeah,
wasn't a softball today either, though.
Yeah, but my mind's fading. Wendy, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Can you hold on the line? I need to get some information from you. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. We appreciate that. And wow, talk about chewing up a few minutes.
Well, it was a fun discussion, though. It's just people. You start thinking about, gosh, what bird could it be? Because I was actually, that's why I said I was very surprised when I read an article and I found a couple more articles. I'm like, okay, there's got to be something to this, so that I'll go to the source.
This is probably the most challenging one we've had.
Yeah, it's been a while since. So I'll have to start doing that. People have to, get their birding skills honed here so they can.
No, what you're going to do is you're going to have two different trivia questions. You'll come in, you'll see me, and you're like, he's in rough shape. Let's do a rough one.
Well, that could be. That might happen.
All right. I have to talk to Wendy. More Nature Watch after this on WKZO.
It's Small Business Saturday, and you'll find that shopping for Christmas gifts and decorations at Waddell's Nursery Florist and Garden Center is a refreshingly pleasant experience. Waddell's, your local nursery florist and garden center, is stocked with gorgeous lifelike Christmas trees and decor, all 25% off, and loads of unique quality gifts. Pick out your fresh-cut tree from a great selection that has just arrived. Everyone would appreciate the lovely gift of a quality, fresh, handmade wreath or porch pot. Waddell's elves have been busy making dozens of unique styles and colors. And for today only, you could use your $3, $5, $10, $20, and $50 coupons on any regular price items. You'll find them at Waddell's.com. Also, during Small Business Saturday, save 25% on more than 100 styles of bird feeders and get your first bird feed fill-up free. Waddell's Nursery Florist and Garden Center reminds you to shop local. And remember, this Monday is Cyber Monday, so be sure to check back to Waddell's.com.
Kalamazoo's news and news makers, too.
Local news is like the most important stuff to me.
Kalamazoo Mornings with Ken Landfear.
Your local community.
On WKZO.
Wendy from Martin. Wendy. See, I can't talk today. So I will just shut up and let Gary talk. Wendy wins a $20 gift card to Waddell's. He's Gary Miller. I'm going to mute myself for a little bit.
So we got some neat things coming up this next week. I should hit some of the events. Want to highlight next weekend, Friday and Saturday. So Friday is Santa's first workshop day at Waddell's, and that goes from 3:30 to 6. There's going to be pictures with Santa. You can get photos with Santa. There's going to be 3 kid crafts. There's going to be live music and a nativity walk with live donkeys. Saturday, again, at Waddell's, on the 6th of December, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, pictures with Santa, 3 kids crafts, some live music, and the donkeys are going to be there yet. The following weekend, on the 12th, we have Paula Days on Friday. So bring in your dog or your fur baby, and you can get a photo with Santa. Santa's probably going to be in his working clothes that day, helping people pick out Christmas trees. And but you can still get a photo with Santa. And then on Saturday, the 13th, workshop day number 3 for Santa, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, pictures with Santa, 3 kids craft, and some more live music. So some fun things to do.
Okay.
And,
I think you gave away who Santa is.
Not necessarily. I just know the guy.
Okay. Sure.
So Jim's going to make me laugh now. Coming up this next Thursday, and I usually don't highlight things that cost a few bucks, but this one seemed pretty interesting. Kalamazoo Nature Center is going to have a presentation at 6:30, Owls of Whitefish Point. So Whitefish Point up in the Upper Peninsula. It is a fee to get in. They ask that you register ahead of time. It is for all ages. They're going to be at the Visitor Center Auditorium. And Chris Neri and Nova McKentley, renowned wildlife photographers and field biologists, are going to have all sorts of presentation on the owls that they've seen at Whitefish Point. And so that'd be pretty interesting to see. Starting on Monday, Pierce Cedar Creek Institute up near Hastings starts their seed cleaning drop-in. So Mondays in December and January from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. They give you a chance to get out of the house and stay warm indoors, do a little volunteer work. You get to work with your hands. They have a seed cleaning station, so they're cleaning wildflower seed, native wildflower seed, so they can do that, sowing and get some more plants started. Tea, coffee, and snacks are free. You can drop in any time to get started, and it's free. So you get to go up and get out and about and maybe do a little volunteer work. Next Saturday, and I haven't highlighted these for a while, is again another one of the beginning bird walks out at the Wolf Lake State Fish Hatchery. Audubon Society Kalamazoo leads that. That's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And for all ages and all levels of birders. So beginning birders to very experienced birders. There will be experienced birders to help guide you. And so there's information on the Wolf Lake Fish Hatchery Friends page and website, and then also the Audubon Society Kalamazoo's website. So some neat activities coming up. We have some holidays coming up too. Next week on the 4th is this is really a holiday, but the super cold moon. So is one of the traditional, the cold moon is one of the traditional names for the full moon in December because of the onset of winter in the northern hemisphere. For the second month in a row, this is also a supermoon. So if the skies are clear, get out and take a look at that. It'd be pretty fun. The next day is World Soil Day, so December 5th. And so the world depends on healthy soil. Soil forms the foundation on which our entire ecosystem rests. Also on the 4th, so the day before, World Wildlife Conservation Day. So if you have a chance to do a little research, maybe enjoy some interest in learning about some of the species. One of the things they noted on there is estimated that somewhere between 0.01% and 0.1% of all species will go extinct each year.
Wow.
Which doesn't sound like a big number, except that when you crunch the numbers, you realize that means that somewhere between 200 and 2,000 flora and fauna extinctions happen each year, which is significant. So everything we can do to help protect those species and all species to make sure that they don't go extinct is well appreciated. DNR actually had, so I know there's a little bit of hunters out there yet. DNR had another press release this week about waterfowl hunters, making sure you take safeguards against the highly pathogenic avian influenza, otherwise known as the bird flu, because they keep posting every week. I get several emails alerting press releases that they found and confirmed it in another flock somewhere in Michigan here. And they do it by counties. So they have some points as far as how to make sure that you protect yourself, where some plastic or personal protection gloves, rubber gloves, to when you're doing any field dressing of birds. Make sure you wash thoroughly, wash all your cutting utensils, and then also make sure that you cook that meat. They have the temperatures in there. So if you look at the DNR website, MDART also has some info on that, as does the Eagle. But go to the DNR website, go to their media page, and they have all the press releases on there. So some neat info to make sure that you stay safe. And with the storm coming in, if you haven't filled your feeder yet this morning or yesterday, and your feeders are getting low, you might want to go out and fill them right away before the snow comes, because those birds will be trying to gorge themselves before the snow hits, because they'll realize that they're not going to be able to feed for about 24 or 36 hours. So if you can get those feeders filled and then sit back and enjoy the sow, because you get all sorts of birds. And when they try to aggressively feed before a storm, you get birds that will tolerate each other much more than they usually do. And because they're all like, oh, we're all hungry, we're just going to eat. We're going to ignore everybody else.
You're just trying to get everybody in a good mood before they start pushing snow, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Well, then when the snow gets done, and the birds will all be back very hungry again, so it'll be fun to see them coming back. So that way your feeder's full, and at least got some food in there after the storm too. Mm-hmm. Unless the birds clean you out before the storm hits. So keep an eye on that, but make sure that you got the food out there for the birds. It's interesting. I actually run across a couple other articles this week. It was interesting because Ellen Baca had a little article about this, and one that caught my eye was titled "Woolly Bear Caterpillar: A Winter Weather Predictor or Not?" And so most people in the Midwest, we usually have heard that forecast. Black at both ends and a reddish brown or rust color in the middle. The longer the black sections are, the more severe the winter is, and it's all just folktale. All folktale. No scientific basis on it at all. What actually affects them is the age of the caterpillar and how long they've been feeding and what they've been eating as far as the color. So has no effect on the weather, no way to predict the weather.
I think we discussed this about a month ago.
We did. I thought I'd mention that again because there were people like, oh, gosh, the woolly bears were...
Yeah.
You can have them all black or almost all black.
We could just recycle this in a month.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But so just folklore. But something to talk about. There's some neat articles. The National Weather Service has a neat article about that. Go to the National Weather Service and just search on their website, Woolly Bear Caterpillar. Yeah. You can find all sorts of neat info on that.
Yeah. And learn something. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
While you're watching the snow come down, you can do some reading and educate yourself some more. So.
Yeah. And don't worry, there's football and other things on. So, yeah. So, there you go. All right. You're heading to work, I would assume.
Yeah, I have my working clothes on today.
Well, you have the seasonal working clothes on today. Yes. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyway.
Helping people pick out Christmas trees today.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate you coming in. And hunker down.
Yes.
So they say. And thank you for listening to this edition of Nature Watch. Tune in each Saturday at 8:30 in the morning for Nature Watch. Brought to you by Waddell's Nursery, Floral Garden, and Bird Center at the corner of 12th Street and Millam Road. CBS and local news is up next on American Outdoors Radio on WKZO.